there is a version of you that is already everything that you're aspiring to be. And your job, your only job, is just to align with that version and not chase it. Hi, my name is Eno, and in this video we're going to talk about identity. We'll talk about potential, and also we're going to talking about the quiet distance between where you are now and where you aspire to be. So let's talk about where you are right now. Let's make sense of it. Have you ever felt inside of you that there's more to your becoming, there's more to who you can become right now? It's when you fantasize about that person or that future, you often think that the person is a mystical being, something that's unattainable, something that you cannot become. But the truth is, that person or that version of you is not somebody in a distance, or somebody that is distant. Someone that's inside of you, waiting to be actualized, waiting to be realized, waiting to come into the light. So imagine this: you know that you can be more, you want to be more, you have a desire to be more. But then again, you think more is an afterthought. More is far. More is something that you feel you need to chase after. But here's the good news. More is inside of you. Because think about it. The person that you want to be, you don't need to change anything, any physical feature. Don't become the person that you want to become by striving. You choose to become who it is that you want to become in the long run. And how do you choose that? You choose it in alignment, moment by moment. So here's what you need to do. There's something that this version of you knows that you, the current you, does not. There's something that the person that you would be in the next 6 months, 8 months, a year from now knows that you don't. So here's what you need to do. Ask yourself to think like your future self, like the version of you that you want to become, right? What does the future me admire? How do they show up? And what do they believe in? Now I need you to do a small exercise for me. Close your eyes and imagine, right? Imagine who it is that you want to be. First of all, you know where you are right now. You know you're sitting on your chair or watching me through your phone or wherever it is that you're watching me from. And you know your situation. You know how it is for you right now. So I want you to, if you're not driving, of course, close your eyes and imagine. Imagine what life would look like for you in the next 6 months. Let's not go too far. In the next 6 months, who do I want to become? Because in order for you to attain a certain level of success, you have to become somebody who you've not been before. The person who wakes up early and goes to the gym because they have a goal in mind of how their future body should be. I want you to close your eyes and imagine that person. Imagine what you'll be doing. Imagine how you show up as that person. Just close your eyes and visualize the person for 5 seconds, 10 seconds. The next thing we're going to do is to create a character map. Now, a character map is asking yourself, this person that I want to become, that's a character, that's a person. It's you, but it's another version of you. That's another character. So this character, what does she or he believes in? What do they value? Do they value time? Do they value peace of mind? Do they value creating a system that works just for them? Do they value not being controlled by other people's influences? What do they value? Energy do they bring into the room? How do they want to be perceived? Do they want to be the easygoing, go-getter, life of the party kind of energy? or they want a very subtle feminine, if you're a woman, kind of energy. So you need to answer those questions. What do they speak about themselves? This is very, very important. Are they speaking light? Are they speaking words of affirmation? Are they speaking life into their lives, or they're talking down on themselves? Now here's another thing for you. You've seen the person, you somewhat can relate to an extent who that person is, or if you can't relate, that's fine, but you've seen who it is that you want to be. Now guess what? You don't have to feel ready. You might look at your current situation now and look at the person whom you visualized, and you see a very wide gap between that person and who it is that you are right now. But guess what? You don't have to feel ready. Readiness is a myth. Action builds confidence. So when you've done the exercise of asking yourself, this person that I want to become, how do they think? What are their values? How do they show up? Right? These little actions that you're doing and questions that you've answered would be able to push you towards becoming that person. We often wait for like a divine intervention before we start becoming, or something that we have to do before we start becoming. But it is in the intentionality of it, the doing of it, the little steps that you take, the little actions, and the little actions can be defined by the things that you do to get you on the path of becoming. Now that version of you that you want to become, it is not waiting for a perfect time. So it is not when I'm 30 years old, okay, we'll start the journey of becoming the person, or when I'm 20 years old, I will begin the journey of being the person. You can start now, right now. You will meet the future version of you through courageous action, not comfort. So every morning when you wake up, or every other day when you have the opportunity to, and it should be consistent, ask yourself, who am I becoming, and what do I have to do to get? Now here's another thing that you need to consider. Getting to that point where you become a version of you that is somewhat aligned to who it is that you truly want to be would require you letting go or offsetting some parts of you, your current you. So you're the kind of person who is laid back, who doesn't go after their goals, and you know that your future self is not going to approve of those habits. You need to cut down on those. You need to let go of those habits. To release friendships, you have to release routines that does not support you being the better version of yourself. Ask yourself, what am I holding on to that is keeping me from becoming who it is that I am meant to be? So all of this to say that your future you is inside of you, but in order to activate that person, you need to understand who the person is, what the person likes, what are the values, everything that how the person thinks, basically. Because you're not the person that you want to be, there's a knowledge gap. There's a knowledge gap between where you are and where you are right now currently, and where you want to be in the nearest future. So ask yourself these critical questions and answer yourself honestly as well, because it's going to help you in your journey to becoming who it is that you want to be. Slowly but surely you evolve into the person that you truly want to be. If you found this video helpful, please do well to like, share and comment on the video. I will see you in my next one. Bye.